Welcome to Flamingo Park, 13th of June. It is 9 races on the track today. Obviously, this is on the sand, and when we're taking you through the 9 races out there today, it looks rather chilly. There's the configuration of the Flamingo Park track. It is sand. You can see the circumference there, and a very generous run-in indeed there. So a very fair and wide race course it is. Right, let's get straight into race number 1. Welcome to Flamingo Park, maiden plate, 2,200 meters. Not the strongest field. They're very fragile. There's 3 fillies taking on the 3 boys here, and we'll go very narrowly here with number 1, Elijah. Corey Lensley, Muzieni. Corey Lensley stable absolutely on fire here. Tries the 2,200 for the first time. Much better last run. Could do well in this field. Finished third, 10.5 lengths behind Bank Manager. Was 2.5 lengths in front of Cartouche. So that'll be the narrow first selection here in race number 1. For second, we are going for Cartouche, who's in fact has finished in front of the 1 Elijah on that Nutbush form line. So these two should go close. She's a 3-year-old daughter of King's Chapel. Tennis Kaysen, Twara Appy teaming up from the ideal draw of 1. Also tries the 2-2 for the first time. And look at all of those equipment changes. Blinkers and tongue tie on. She could be the improver, and I do believe she'll give number 1 a big go. For third, we're going with number 2, Master Duke. Master Duke, a 4-year-old gelding, runs for the Heather Adamson stable. Ryan Munger aboard. Midfield over 1,800 metres on the only local run. That was in 5th, 9 3/4 lengths behind Well Bound. Was well in front of number 3 Windbreak on that occasion, and in this sort of field, would not be surprised to see number 2, Master Duke, coming through and winning. Fourth spot, back of quartets, we're going with number 7, Russian Fantasy, another filly. She's a daughter of St. Petersburg. She runs for Bull Human. And Pumi Majorca, who takes the 4 kilograms off. That could really help. 3 per run so far, but I tell you what, in this field with those blinkers removed, she might be the improver. No confidence here in race 1. It is not the strongest field. Race number 2 is a much stronger field. This is the all-to-come Pinnacle Stakes over 2,200 meters. Different caliber of horse altogether. Number 1, Quid Rides, 4-year-old son of Modus Vivendi. He's having his 29th run today. Looks for his 6th win. And Tinny Prince Luke Callan Murray loving this horse here. Really has been very good to the stable. Now he beat King of Mountain on that penultimate. Last time out 2nd behind Jaguar. He holds Leboana on that run. But after saying that, both Quid Rides and Leboana have bumped heads on numerous occasions. And the scores are level. They're both very talented. I'm going to go narrowly with number 1, Quid Rides, who does top the speed rating. Number 2, Leboana, another Tinny Princely runner here. Nicholas Patel, who's gone on so well with the son of Apiero. He's a 7-time winner from 36 starts. Look at his course and distance record. 3 wins, or 3 runs, 2 wins and 1 place. So never missed the money. Drawn at 6 again, and him and Quid Rides should be fighting this race out again. For third, Pontedera. He is possibly the classiest horse in the race, but since he went down to Turfentine, he hasn't quite had his form back here at Flamingo Park. Tinny Princely, Ryan Munger, his merit rating has come down by 7 points. That's the good news, but he just does need to improve. The positive here, this is his favourite distance, and he has beaten Quid Rides and Leboana over this distance before. For fourth, we're going with number 5, Beautiful Dawn. The mare taking on the boys. She's an 8-time winner, this 7-year-old, and she runs for Philip Smith, and Francie Herald gets the ride for the very first time. 8th last time out behind Duke's Idol. The run before that was a decent Crystal Arrow win. Now, why I'm throwing you into that 4th spot, if you go 5 runs back, she finished 7 lengths behind Quid Rides, is 3.5 kilograms better off, and that should put her in the places here, because Quid Rides really is one of the top horses around at Flamingo Park. Race number 3 is the first leg of the place accumulator, and this is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters. We're going to go with number 3, Sharrock. Tops the speed rating, the son of 7th Rock. Now, in fact, has his 2nd run for the Cornet Spes stable. The Spes stable is flying at the moment. Sharrock tops the speed rating, and there's a very important form update for you. Finished 2nd on the inside track of the Val, 9th of June, only going down by 1 3/4 lengths. Alamiton, if this horse runs properly, should more than likely win. For second, we're going with number 1, the consistent Maury, the son of Visionaire, Cliffy Miller and Marco van Rensburg, drawn ideally at 5. Always there and thereabouts in the money, only having his 7th run today, so still has more to come. Steps down up to the 1,200 from last time, so has been running 1,400 and 1,000. I think those 1,200 meters should be ideal for number 1, Maury. Then we're going to throw number 12, Gronzi. Now, Gronzi, the 3-year-old daughter of Bankable, has her second run at the track. It was a really impressive course debut, went third, 2 1/4 lengths behind Antarctica. That was over the course and distance. My worry about her today here is just the fact that she's drawn 13, but should be able to run into the money if she brings that last run. For fourth, we're going to go with number 14, Switch On. This is the daughter of Atso, Bill Human, Calvin and Kobo. I like the fact that the 2.5 kilograms is coming off her back here, even though she's held on the last behind Gronzi. Those two before were fairly eye-catching. Third behind Lingerie and fourth behind Heaven on Earth. I think Switched On just could run into that quartet and make that pay. Race 4 is another maiden plate, and this one takes place over the 1,600 metres. Let's get in there and have a look at the selections. I'm going to go with number 10, Ginger Sue. 33rd run as a maiden, the daughter of Ashawis. She needs to win now, but maybe today could be her day. Bill Human, Craig Zaki, she's finished 4th and 2nd in those last two. She's always there and thereabouts, and I would be surprised if he misses the top 3. Can she win or not today? I don't know. It's quite a competitive field, this race number 4. Number 1 is Titi Karma Fire, son of Toreador, Tinny Princely Sherman Brown. Now he's having his 5th run for the Tinny Princely stable. He's been fairly consistent here so far, and he steps up to the 1,600 for the first time. Must have some sort of a chance with that natural improvement. It's great to see Sherman Brown taking the drive down there to Flamingo Park to take 1 or 2 rides. For third, we're going with number 2, Roxy Babe, son of Rock of Rochelle, Stephanie Miller and Matthew Thackeray. Stephanie Miller's stable also starting to turn a corner. Now this gelding has run 3 decent races in those last 3. 3rd, 2nd and 4th. Last time out, 4th, 9 lengths behind Downtown Danza. Was in front of Bold Strategy on that occasion, and I think a definite money chance, if not a winning chance for the 2-horse. Then my value bet is number 4, Bold Strategy, the son of Orisy. This will be Duncan McKenzie stroke Jared Rugg for Everett Pfeiffer, and those 3 draws that he has drawn in those last 3 runs have been abysmal. 10 of 13, 12 of 14, 11 of 11. He cracks a 3 draw here today, and if you look at his form when he's been drawn well, he's been rather decent, and good to have Everett Pfeiffer back in South Africa as well. Race number 4, the 5, it'll be the first leg of the jackpot, 1,800 metres, and this is a Fillies and Mares 74 handicap. We're going to go quite strongly with number 1, Bodega, the daughter of Scarlet Letter, now in the care of Stephanie Miller. Randall Simons aboard. Randall did climb aboard last time out over the course and distance, again stronger and trounced the field. Obviously has gone up 5 points for that last victory, but if reproducing, she should win again. Her biggest opponent here could be number 2, Overachiever. She hasn't been overachieving of late, but she is very talented. Stephanie Miller and Gunter Roggeman. She finished 2nd behind Bodega last time out, was beaten 3 3/4 lengths, is now 2.5 kilograms better off. So with natural improvement from that rest, she could turn the form around with number 1, so I'll make it a 2-way boat race here between the 1 and the 2. For third, let's go with Finale's Girl, Philip Smith, Muzi Yeni. Good to see this combination. Well drawn at 2 here today, and tries 200 metres further for the very first time. Is up in class, but I thought Runner If Gets the Trip has been rather consistent of late. Include number 4 in all of your bets. We're then going to throw in the other Philip Smith runner for that 4th spot, 7-year-old, or number 7, 5-year-old daughter of Salk Skyer. She's a 4-time winner. Francie Harold aboard, and she does notably top the speed rating. But if you look at that penultimate, 6.5 lengths behind Bodega, will be 5 lengths better off, but can she turn that form around? Not too sure, but a definite place chance there for number 7, Duchess Catherine. Race 6 is a merit rated 66 handicap, and race number 6 is over the 1,600 metres. Let's go in and have a look at the field here. Number 4, Exploracy. This is an interesting runner here, the son of Orisy for Clinton Binder and Kellen Murray. We know Clinton Binder does very well when he takes runners down to Flamingo Park. And if you look at this last run of the gelding, finished 5th, beaten only 4 lengths behind Viking Castle. That was on the Vol New Classic course. The run before that was a win over 1,400 metres in a 65 handicap at Flamingo, beating Rock Country. Drawn well at 2 ago, drawn drilled 6 here today. Kellen Murray knows this individual well. I think the 1,600 metres gives him an outstanding chance of taking home the win. Second, we're going with number 2, Autumn Encore, the son of Miek's Approval. Cliffy Miller and Francie Harold was a winner last time out. Now this one beat True Valor. True Valor, no slouch. It was in a feature race last time out. A reproduction of that will see him going into the money again. Drawn well at 2, and his merit rating is still very manageable, number 2. For that 3rd spot, we'll go with number 3, Downtown Danza. Beat Russian Saint by 6.25 lengths in a maiden over 14 last time out. Steps up to 16, obviously taking on stronger here, but the way that he's progressed out here at Flamingo Park, he just could be something special. We'll watch the betting and we'll see him have his 3rd run at the track tomorrow. Number 1 is Misty Power, son of St. Petersburg, Bill Human and Craig Zaki, much improved second behind Rocket Falls last time out. He is well clear in the speed rating, but not quite at the best of his form of late. After saying that, if you like the 2-horse, then number 1, Misty Power, finished just behind him on the King of Mountain form line. So on his best, Misty Power has to be included in all of your bets here in race number 6. Race number 7 is another merit-rated 66 handicap over the 1600 metres. And here we go with number 5, True Value. We were speaking about this one earlier. Very consistent and overdue a win. JP van der Merwe now knows the son of Daring Bid very well. Corey Lindsay sends him out for his 17th run. He's only won 1, but if you look at those last 4 runs, he's knocking on the door. He's knocking loudly. Perhaps today is his day to come through and win. True Valor over the 1600 metres, he's going to absolutely love it. Second, we're going with number 7, Sacred Countess. Now, if you haven't got your books on time here, Sacred Countess, there's a form update in the Vol Inside Track. Finished 3rd, only beaten 2 1/4 lengths behind Flowing Gown. Craig Zaki aboard from an ideal draw, 4 Corner Space, and big runner if he brings his or if she brings her form here today. She takes on the boys. I think Sacred Countess is going to make them all run. For third, we're going with number 6, McGeek. Now, I know that Jarrett Rugg really rates this individual, and he's been off form. But last time out, he showed just a sneak of his previous form when staying on second behind Secret Lover. Everett Pfeiffer gets the board, merit rating down 10 points. McGeek, always a runner in these sort of fields. For the 4th spot, we're going with number 2, Kid Mumbo, Francie Harold, Cliffy Miller. Finished 3rd last time out. Does need to improve on that, but does bring some decent Gauteng form along with him. Race 8 is a fillies and mares 78 handicap over 1400 metres, and a nice little competitive field we have out here today. We're going to go with number 3, Lady Casey. Now, we know this individual won her maiden by 20 lengths. She's the daughter of Announced, Tini Prinsloo and Callan Murray. And I thought the 14 was too far for her, but she did not disgrace herself in her penultimate. She goes back up to the 14 today, and she must be a runner here as usual. Number 8, Lady Duchess, runs for Corey Lensley, JP van der Merwe, looking for 3 on the bounce. And she's drawn at 1, must have a chance here too. Definite runner here in race 8. Number 9, Queen of Rock, she'll be the 3rd choice. She's the daughter of Rebel King. Cliffy Miller, Mark from Frensburg, brings some very strong PE form. She must be a big runner yet again. Then for 4th, we're going Forget About It. This daughter of Right Approach, also making her local debut, Ryan Munger and Tini Prinsloo. Final race, so race number 9 is a 1,000-metre sprint. It's a 66 handicap for the boys. Let's get in there and have a look at them. Number 2, Victoria's Love. I make this one of my best bets on the card. Bill Human, Craig Zaki, excellent debut here last time out. We're finishing 2nd behind Heavenly Express. Brings some good Gauteng and some good Natal form. I think she could be hard to beat here. Number 1, Hawksworth, Corner Space, Ryan Munger. She comes back from an 84-day rest. Good second last time out on the Fairview Poly track. And she has been here before. And in fact, last time he ran here, he did win over course and distance. Number 3, Can. That'll be our 3rd selection. The son of Atso, Clinton Binder, Muzieni, good 3rd behind Heavenly Express, was just behind number 2, Victoria's Love, so it has to go into all of your bets. Number 4, Song of Fire and Dance. Song of Fire and Dice, that is Philip Smith and Randall Simons, drawn well at 4. In good form, must give them all a good show here. Loves the track and should run well here as usual from a good draw of 4. Well, I hope you have a lovely day with us out here at Flamingo Park. The 9 races, competitive as usual, but it's going to be a good day, perhaps a bit chilly, but enjoy your day with us and hopefully we've sent you in the right direction.